Good morning, Beadaholique. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me. This is Julie Bean. I am here live, which is something I do. I come to you every single Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time live, and we do something fun with beads. We create, we make jewelry, we design together. It's a lot of fun. So mainly we do classes where I will teach you all about maybe memory wire, that's one that's coming up, or we do tons of different jewelry designs with our Mr. Kitty grab bag of beads, which is what we did last week, which was so much fun. And then occasionally what we're gonna do is what's called a show and tell. So today we're gonna do a show and tell, and I wanna explain what that is. That's where I'm not necessarily gonna make something, so I'm not gonna do a design, but I'm gonna show you a really cool new thing we have at Beadaholique. And for today is gemstones, which has been a long held request, is to get some more beautiful gemstones in. So we did a special buy and we have some beautiful ones. So I'm gonna show you them today, just a fraction of them. We actually got 400 strands of gemstones in, and I'm gonna be showing you about 40 of them. So like 1/10. So you have to go check out the rest. And I see Liz is joining us this morning. Hello, Liz. And Michelle is there in the background helping us out, who is always awesome. So if you have any questions during this live, go ahead and ask them. If I can't answer them, I know Michelle can. So together we'll work as a team and get those questions answered. A couple really quick things is if you are on Facebook or YouTube, hello, welcome, thank you for joining us. You can definitely watch this on those platforms. Just note that we'll have to get to your comments after the show because we can't see them in real time. So if you want to follow the link in the description of the video you're watching, it will take you over to Beadaholique. And then when you comment in the actual feed of the live video here, I can see the comment and answer your questions in real time, which is super helpful. I think that was one of the funnest things about last week is we had so many design ideas and we had so many questions. It was great to get those answered right there. So there were no questions left. But I have the most beautiful table today, and I want to show it to you right away because it is gorgeous. I had so much fun setting it up. I was actually running around to just pull my hair back at the end to make sure I had time because I wanted to show you all these beautiful gemstones. So I'm going to flip my camera down and I'm going to show you my lovely table today. Hello, backyard. It is sunny here in California today. So that is my table. It's so pretty today. So if you have any questions about these or want to know more about them, before I show them to you, remember you can always click on that shopping bag icon. So in that shopping bag will be all of these strands for you. So you can click on them, you can see their size, you can see their price, all of that good information you can see right there without having to wait for me or without having to wait for our banner to pop up. So that's always very helpful. And then you can also add it right to your shopping cart. So if you see something you like, you can go ahead and buy it right away and I'm not going to disappear. A quick note is some of these are very limited edition. So actually all of them are limited edition, but some are even more than others limited edition. So if you see something you like, get it while you can because these are also a really good price. These were a special buy. They're limited edition and they were a really good price too, which is something we've been really wanting to do is get some really nice affordable gemstones in here at Beadaholique. All right, I'm going to start talking about them because they're just so pretty. So this is the beauty of video and live is you can see these in person, which I think is so fun to do. So I'm just going to go strand by strand of these. Now, like I said, I've got about 40 strands right here. We have 400 that were part of this. We're calling it our Gemstone Festival. So you can see a lot more. But again, if you like it, definitely get it while you can because these are limited edition. And I see Robin. Hello, Robin. Good morning. Okay, so this one here is amazonite. And please forgive me if I say any of these names wrong. I've always struggled with gemstone names. So this is a 10 millimeter faceted round. And you can see that you get quite a few. All of these are very large strands. So that's also, if you've bought gemstones before, you always know you have to check the strand size because sometimes, you know, they're an 8-inch strand. Sometimes you only get 5 beads. These are really large strands. Oh, hello, Santa Barbara girl. How are you today? So these are a beautiful faceted round amazonite, and I'm going to bring in my favorite size guide just to show you guys the US quarter. I always use this. Hi, Diane. So this is, if you look at a US quarter, it is about 25 millimeters diameter. It's a little bit off. I think it's like 24.88 or something like that. But it's essentially 25 millimeters. So if you are trying to gauge the size of a gemstone at home, pick out a quarter. It kind of is helpful. So these are 10 millimeters. So you can see that they're a little less than half of the size of a quarter. So that's always a good guideline if you need it. So that's my trick. So these are the beautiful amazonite faceted rounds in a 10 millimeter size. And then the next one I have is another amazonite. These are a star cut round. So if you see these guys here, so again, they're going to be a little bit smaller than the last one. Oh, hi, Juanita. And Janet, hello. So we're looking at a 10 millimeter here, and then here's an 8 millimeter. So you can see there's actually quite a difference. Let me see if I can pull out a 6 millimeter real quick too. Okay, so here would then be a 6. So we've got 6, 8, and 10, and you can see that against the size of a quarter real quick, just as a quick reference guide there. So hopefully that's helpful, because I know I've been working with beads and jewelry making for well over a decade, and I still have sometimes a hard time conceptualizing the size of a bead. Okay, so again, these are all in that shopping bag if you want to see more information on them, but this here is that beautiful star cut round. So you see how the facets are a little bit, I want to say stronger. They're a little bit more like blunt, so you get more of like a star cut versus a bunch of, let me see, I have another faceted around here that we'll show in a little bit. This is a beautiful amethyst. See how the facets are smaller? And with the star cut, they're kind of a bit bolder. Oh, Suzanne loves her new wire looping pliers. Yay. Good, good. I love them. They are my go-to. I couldn't find them the other day, and I thought I'd have to use round nose, and I was kind of freaking out because I was like, I don't remember how to use round nose. Okay, the next one is an azure agate, and this one to me looks like little mini planets. This looks like planet Earth to me with all the oceans and the water, but this is pretty. Again, it's a really big strand, and it's 10 millimeters. And hello, Hillary and Linda. There you go. And so that's the 10 millimeter. I have another 10 miller. This is a blue apatite. So this one's a darker blue. So I was looking at this when I pulled this out, and this is why I love being able to show these in person, because blue is not blue. I mean, there's so many shades. These are both blue gemstones, but you see this one, of course, is much brighter. This one has a lot more gray tones in it. So if you're looking for more of a subtle gemstone here, then this would be a good choice. If you want something a little bit bolder and you really want that like bright, vibrant blue, then this one's a good choice. And really good prices on these guys. That was part of why we brought these in, and we wanted this special buy because we know gemstones can be very expensive. So when you're in that shopping bag and you're looking at them, the prices on these are really good, which I know we all love. Okay, I love this one. This is a blue teardrop shaped kyanite. And gosh, guys, I'm sorry if I say these names wrong, but look at that. Oh, hello, Terry. First time here and new to jewelry making. Welcome. We have lots and lots of resources for you if you're new to jewelry making. These live videos are great. Usually we're doing a class during a live video where you can ask questions. I know I'm going to do like a memory wire class upcoming, and I have some other fun ones. This one here, this live video, is more of a show and tell where I'm trying to show you the beads in person versus just a photograph. So it's going to vary each week, but we're always here, and we have thousands of recorded videos too. So lots of resources. Okay, so that is that beautiful teardrop shaped one. Okay, now we got some big guys. These are blue lace agates, and there's two different ones. So how cool would this be wire wrapped? So it's nice and it's flat on the back. So if you wanted to, you could actually even do bead embroidery with this, because you could mount that and stitch it into your foundation, and it's flat. And so we've got this one here, which is a coin. It's a druzy coin. So you see how it's got that nice druzy appearance, or not appearance, but is a druzy. And then there's a second one, which is more of a rectangle. So here's the rectangle shape one. And again, it too is flat on the back. So this I think would be great for wire wrapping. It'd be a beautiful brooch even if you were to do some bead embroidery around it. I think there's a lot of different things you can do with this. So pretty. I love these, and nice big strands. And hello, Burl, and hello, Ron. It is good to see everybody today. We're having so much fun with these, and they're recorded, so if you want to ever go back and rewatch, you can. We did a really fun one last week with the Mr. Kitty grab bags, the big bead bonanza bags, which was so much fun. So if you ever want to go back and rewatch, please do check them out. Okay, so we have another blue lace agate. This is tiny though. This is 2 millimeters. And you can see what this looks like up close. So there's a little itty bitty one, which I love. And Heather's saying, I wish I could buy them all. I know, me too. I had so much fun, you guys. I can't tell you how much fun I had picking them out because this is just a fraction of the ones that we're launching with this Gemstone Festival. And you're getting a sneak peek. The festival is technically, we're announcing it tomorrow, but you guys are getting a sneak peek and can purchase them today. But we got 400 of these strands in, 400 different styles. Some have more quantities than others. So I know a couple of these only have a few strands, and then others have a bit more. So that's going to vary. But definitely it's fun to do the sneak peek and look at these in person. Oh, and Susanna's saying she wished she would have been able to get the grab bag last week. So guys, I wanted to mention that we did sell out of it last week within like 15 minutes of ending the show. It sold out really fast. So we went and we pleaded and said, I'm so sorry, warehouse, can you please make more, the people in the warehouse? And they did, and they scrambled to make us more. So if you missed out on your Mr. Kitties last week, because I know they sold out really fast, then we do have more in stock now, and they all are different. Of course, you could go back and watch that show, but like this one has seed beads in it and a ton of beads and cord and chain. So Mr. Kitties are back in stock now if you want to get them. Okay, I'm going to keep going here because there's so many pretty ones. So this here is a blue-brown agate, and this is 6 millimeters. So 6 millimeters is a really nice size. If I can find my quarter, where did I put it? Just for those who are just joining us, because I know some people just join us. If you're having troubles with size, just grab a US quarter if you're in the US. It's about the size of a euro too. I don't have a euro in front of me, but like a 1 euro. And so this is 6 millimeters. A US quarter is 25 millimeters. It's just a good way of visualizing if you're trying to imagine at home what size you want. Just keep that tip in mind. Okay, so here we have a 6 millimeter. So pretty. And you see there's the color variation. So each one's just a little bit different. And then we've got carnelian, which is gorgeous. And this one's got a really nice shine to it. So this is carnelian, and this is a faceted puffed coin, and you get a ton of them. So this is another one. So all of these strands, let me pull up my table a little bit, or not my table, my camera. So if you can see, all the strands we're looking at today are really nice and long. So I don't have any short strands, which is good, because I know we all want to get lots of beautiful beads. So these are all nice long strands. Hi, Aisha and Callie. So nice to see everybody. And Aisha's from Virginia. It's always fun to talk about where we're from. I am in California. I'm in the Los Angeles area, where we're expecting rain tomorrow, so I'm excited. Okay, we've got more carnelian. So this is an 8 millimeter faceted round. So you see that sparkle. So how pretty would these two be together if you're making a jewelry design? Putting those together, and then you can accent them with another gemstone or accent them with another color. It'd be beautiful. Oh, and I see we've got a friend from Albuquerque. Hello. And do we have any, let's see. Is there any disc today? I think you mean discount. I don't know that. I think Michelle would be able to help with that. I did not look at that for today, but great question. Debbie loves the carnelian. Hello. Greetings from North Carolina. Okay, now this is a fun one. This is a chakra mix, and this is 10 millimeters. Now, what I like about the chakra mix is you get an assortment, because I like bead assortments because it lets me make a lot of different types of jewelry with just one purchase. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different beads in here, 7 different gemstones, all in one. So when you purchase a strand, you'll be able to make a lot of different pieces of jewelry with different colors and different themes, or you could pair them together. It is the chakra mix, so it's the different colors of that, but really pretty mix there. And then I'm going to go to a smaller one. Where is it? Oh, okay. So we have a different chakra mix, and this one's 4 millimeter faceted round. So this is the size gemstone that I tend to use the most. I like my little 4 millimeters. I do wire wrapping with these, so I will take like a wire wrapped loop, and then I'll wire wrap these with like a 24 or 26 gauge wire around the outer edge of it. That's what I tend to do with these the most. You could also wire wrap a bangle with these, which would be really pretty. You could just create dangly earrings. You can make your own gemstone chain. This would be a great size for creating your own gemstone chain. Just do some wire wrapping with those wire looping pliers. That would be really pretty. Hi, Debbie, just joining. Hello. For those of you who are just joining, we are doing a sneak peek of our Gemstone Festival. This is special purchase we bought, limited edition gemstones. I've got 40 strands right here that I'm talking about and showing, but there's actually 400 to choose from. They are all limited editions, so if you see something that you like, definitely best to get it now. I don't know if we can get more in, and things do tend to sell out quickly with these lives, so you can just check in the shopping bag. There's a little shopping bag icon. You can click on that. It will show you everything we're showing in the show, and you can add it right to your shopping cart right from there. Okay, and Patrice from Washington and Cheryl from Rhode Island. Hello, you guys are on opposite parts of this country for sure. I love it. We're all spread out. So this here is interesting. This is a champagne druzy. And so if you look at this, some of these beads, they've got a little hidden secret. They've got these beautiful little druzies coming out of them. So not all of them, but some of them have that little druzy coming out. So these are a really unique bead. So you get that nice matte finish, and then you've got that sparkle that just kind of pops. So I like these because it's kind of a nice peach color, so it's a good neutral. So if you like gemstones, but you want to keep it a little bit more on the neutral side, these are really nice. And they are 10 millimeters. Okay, we're going to go to an itty bitty one again. This is a 3 millimeter. Okay, so I think this is one of the more popular ones. This is a turquoise. It's 3 millimeters. And again, if you want to know more about it, click on the shopping bag and they'll take you to the full product description. Oh, you guys are so fun. Hi, Rose and Denise and Ruth. Hello, bead buddies. Yes, hello. Okay, so a 3 millimeter turquoise. So that's a nice, easy to use one. Again, a really long strand. All of these are super long. So, I mean, I feel like some of these are just ready to be made into wrap bracelets, stretch bracelets. There's a lot of things you can do with these. Okay, and then we have a crazy lace agate right here in 8 millimeters. I like the neutral on this one again. Ooh, hoop earrings with turquoise. Yes, for sure. I love your guys' ideas. That's the funnest part of these lives, is when we get to share ideas of what we would make with them. Oh, I have something interesting here. So this is a crystal quartz, and you get this strand right here. So this is one of the smaller strands, but it's only $5. At the time of this show, this is only $5. So you can make a lot of different focal pendants with this one, but it's a cool color. I like that. So kind of if you're going for like mystic, or if you're going for something that's really kind of almost magical looking, I think that this is a beautiful choice. I would wire wrap the top of this because it's got that nice side drilled hole, and you could wire wrap the top and hang it just from like a nice long chain. And then the next one we're going to look at is a 4 millimeter. Where did it go? So this is a 4mm green crazy lace agate. And this one here at the time of the show is under $3 a strand. So that's a lot of beautiful gemstone beads for a really great price. I'm going to compare for size-wise, guys, a 3 and a 4. So if you're looking at home, so the turquoise is the 3mm, and then the agate is the 4mm, just to give a better idea, because I think that is a big advantage of doing a live show like this, is we can really see the scale of things. So hopefully that kind of helps. And actually now I want to do a design with these together because I think they'd be really pretty together, the green and the turquoise. They're my colors. All right, and then let's see what else we have, guys, because I'm going line by line here. Howlite. So they call this a tube. I'm not really sure why this is called a tube, to be quite honest. It is an interesting shape. I was trying to think what I might call this shape. It's kind of almost like a, I don't know, a cylindric diamond or a cylindric or a bicone, which, you know, when I see the word tube, I think of a cylindric shape. I don't really feel like that's what this is, but that is what this is called. So this to me looks more like a bicone shape. If you're familiar with a bicone, this is howlite. So this is a really pretty, interesting shape on the howlite. Yeah, bicone, right, Patrice? Okay, I'm glad I'm not crazy, because I was like, this looks more like a bicone to me. Just don't anyone confused when they see the description of it. Oh, agate would be beautiful with copper. Yes, Santa Barbara girl. I have been using copper so much lately. I just did another project with antique copper, and I'm loving it. I'm loving the warmth of it for this season. It's just so warm. Okay, and then we have a 6mm turquoise right here. Oh, it looks like a top. It totally looks like a spinning top. Yes. Okay. So here's another turquoise. So turquoise is really interesting. And I think our pictures are doing a good job on the website of showing it. But turquoise can have so many different looks to it. Like it's always kind of within that green bluey theme. But you see here, this is a much more of like a bluish turquoise. This is more of a green brown turquoise. So turquoise can really vary, but I think the pictures do a really good job of showing what it is. And hopefully here it shows it too. Okay, I'm gonna put that one down. And then I have a pretty 4mm lapis. Lapis is one of my favorites. I am a big fan of all things ancient Egypt. So I always think of Egyptian art and Egyptian jewelry when I see lapis. So this is really pretty. Do we have a video with making a bangle with 3mm gems? I don't know if we do with 3mm gems. I know we have a video on making a bangle with like wire wrapping, I think 4mm check glass beads onto it. It would be the same premise as the 3mm gems. So that would be probably something that would be helpful. We might have a couple other bangle videos too, so we can definitely check that out. But these are really pretty. And I do think it's so nice to be able to see them all together too and see their size comparison and their beautiful color. Lapis and gold is awesome. Absolutely. I wish I had some gold to pair it with. Right, well, this is very little gold on my ring, but lapis and gold is so pretty. Need to practice wire wrapping, Susan. Wire wrapping's great, but it does take practice for sure. If you are new to it, I would start with like a nice soft craft wire. I found that really helped me with my wire wrapping skills. And then I didn't worry too about wasting wire, like precious metal wire. And I use craft wire all the time in my finished designs. I love craft wire. Okay, so this one is probably one of my favorites. This is a lavender amethyst 6mm star cut. And even though this is so gorgeous and beautiful, at the time of the show, it's still under $10 for the whole strand. I'm not mentioning prices too much, but I do want to let you know that these are really good prices on these. That's part of the special buy and why we did it. Just to let you know, because I know gemstones are expensive, so sometimes we don't use them because of the price, but this is a great opportunity to incorporate them into your designs and be able to have them and make them that kind of heirloom quality jewelry, or if you want to pair it with sterling silver. You can really make some beautiful like heirloom gifts for the season, for Christmas, and not really break the bank because these are very affordable. Okay, so this is star cut. Let's see if I can show you guys this up close. So can you see that? So again, it's not the super small facets like the round, but it's more of like a bigger facet and creates more of a star cut. So it does have an overall somewhat round appearance, but it's got a very different like shimmer shine to it. And that I like too because you got a lot of different colors of the purple coming into play, so you can make different pieces of jewelry and have them look different. All right, we got something really big, and this one I was very glad to show in person because to me, online, it looks a lot smaller than it is. So this is pretty big. These are graduated rectangles, and they are lavender amethyst, and you see how they're kind of side drilled up here at the top. So towards the end, they're smaller, and then in the middle, they're longer. And I feel like I need to pull my camera up, guys, so you guys can see this. These are large. These are quite large. So here we go. So you see them against my arm and my hand. This is, again, why I'm loving doing these lives. I'm so happy we've got them going again, because we can actually see things like this in person. I honestly thought that these were going to be about this big, and they aren't. So this is really cool. So if you want to make some really bold jewelry, you want to, again, do some gifts, for me, I would do a nice wire wrap around the top, hang it from a chain, and I think that would be beautiful. And you'll be able to make a ton of those to give as gifts or sell if you do holiday fairs or sell your jewelry online. That's a lot of stones. So, yeah, so I think there might be a video, and I know Michelle was just putting some links in there. There might be a video showing how to wire wrap something like this to give you an idea of what to do with it. So let's see if we can find that video. If not, I will be making one because that's a needed video, is showing how to take one of these and do a wire wrapping on it and be able to make a beautiful pendant. Okay, so the next one is leopard skin jasper. So this is beautiful. If you look at these colors, I love the colors of this one. So pretty. So that's a really nice one. It has some pink in there, some peach, some browns. Oh, and I have to tell you guys, so I know I'm always talking about my kids, but I've got two boys, 5 and 10. They went nuts when they saw this. They're like, ooh, ooh. And they're like, can we have them? Can we have them? I'm like, no, I need these. But it was really cute, their reaction. And I think that that's what gemstones do, is they get that reaction of just something really special. And it's just fun to see people's reaction to it because you don't see it all the time. Okay, so we got a nice one. This is Madagascar Rose Quartz in 8 millimeters. So if you are a fan of pink, this is a really nice shade of pink. Hello, Bonnie. So Bonnie mentioned she's just joining us. Hello. So we are doing a show and tell with this special limited edition special buy of gemstone beads. I do keep mentioning limited edition because we only have so many of these. This is not something that we know that we can reorder. I know we're always searching for gemstones and affordable gemstones. But at this time, what we have is what we have. So it's a special buy. So if you see something you like, add it to your shopping bag, add it to your cart and check out to make sure you get it. So these are the beautiful 8 millimeter pink. So I have another matte druzy agate, and this is 6 millimeters. So again, a nice neutral. So this is much more of a cream color to it, cream white. Now this says a matte druzy. This one doesn't have as many of the little sparkle facets as the bigger ones. And I don't know if that's just because of the size. It does have a really pretty color to it and is that nice matte, which is pretty easy to work with in a design. Oh, and that'd be a pretty bracelet necklace with gold beads in between. I agree. I think that would be really pretty. Okay, and I do have now another of the bigger druzy agate. This is a big one. This is 12 millimeters, and this is a matte rainbow. And if you look, where was it? So then you can find the little hidden sparkles. So those are fun. And I love it. It's like a deep blue on this one. So you see that. And so this, I think, is the biggest of the round beads I brought into this show. So let's just do a quick size comparison. So this is 12. This is 10. Then let me find it. This is 8. This is 6. Okay, so this last one was 6. This is 4. This is 3, and this is 2. Okay, so we've got our entire size range right here. Okay, so again, the quarter shows us some scale here. So the 12 millimeter is about half the size of a quarter, but we've got 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. So if that helps anyone when they're visualizing what they want to incorporate into their designs, hopefully that's a little bit helpful right there. Yes, we have so many new ones. So Holly, we brought in 400 new styles of strands. This is just 40 of them. We're calling it our Gemstone Festival, and it's technically launching tomorrow, but everyone here is getting a sneak peek and can buy them ahead of time so that they get first choice. Okay, so. And if you're joining us and you missed any of these that I went through, they are all in that shopping bag. Just click on it. We have a special dedicated page for these as well. So if you missed any, you can go back and see that. Okay, so we then have an 8 millimeter rainbow druzy agate. Now this is kind of interesting. Both of these are called rainbow druzy agates matte. You see one is blue and one is purple. So just look at the product photo, because I noticed in the description it didn't say blue rainbow and purple rainbow. But you will get what's in the photo. So that's a really pretty purple, nice matte. And then what's our next one? Okay, and then we have, I'm going to say this name wrong. This is a matte Sodalite 6 millimeter round. And so that's a really pretty color. It's different than your lapis. So here's your lapis. So the lapis, of course, is not matte, but the lapis is going to be a brighter blue, and the Sodalite is going to be a little bit more of like a denim blue. And then let's see, what's our next one? We're going to go up to a 10 millimeter mix. Okay, mixes are fun again if you're doing more colorful jewelry or you're doing a bunch of different maybe earrings. So you can have one earring that is with these pretty yellows. You can have another earring that's with the pretty blues. So you can do a lot of different, oh, I said it correctly, hooray. Thank you. And D size 10 looks dyed, is it? So we'll see if Michelle can help answer that question. I don't have the actual listing up right now to check, but hopefully Michelle can answer that. Okay, so then you got this pretty mix. Then after the mix, we have moonstone, so peach moonstone. I'm trying to remember what, we just had a moonstone birthstone. I want to say it was recent. It was like September, perhaps, or October had moonstone as a birthstone, I want to say. So that was something I was just researching. But that's a really pretty one too. And then we have agate, a 10 millimeter round. So this is what I think of when I think of agate. This to me is like a nice classic agate look. So you've got some of the oranges in there, some of the browns, some of the creams, a little bit of gray as well. Okay, and if you like pink, we have another pink. And remember guys, there's more than this, so you can go look at all the other ones too, but we do have a beautiful crazy lace agate. I think this is one of our most popular when we've been able to get crazy lace agate in the past, especially in the bright colors. they have always sold out really quickly just because they're so vibrant and pretty. But here is a really pretty pink crazy lace agate in 10 millimeters. And then I have a purple crazy lace agate in 4. So again, that 4 millimeter size, super easy to work with, really pretty purple color. Yeah, I like the 4s. I don't know why, I just always go towards the 4s. And I have a 4 millimeter purple amethyst, a faceted round. Sorry, that was a mouthful. All right, so if you are a February baby like I am, amethyst is your birthstone, so I'm always drawn to amethyst. So that is a 4 millimeter faceted round. So you can tell the faceted versus the non-faceted with the amount of sparkle. So there is faceted, and faceted always tend to be a little bit more expensive. There's just more work that goes into them versus the solid rounds, but they do end up really pretty. Burl is asking, do we have any emeralds? I do not know if we had any emeralds as part of, oh, Michelle is saying absolutely, good. Michelle, thank you. You are so quick. So that is great. So the faceted are really pretty, really, really pretty. So we also have a faceted 8 millimeter. So we have an amethyst faceted 4 millimeter and an amethyst faceted 8 millimeter. So we got the 4 and the 8, and these are just beautiful. I did a video once, and you can go find it there at Beadaholique, is how many pieces of jewelry can you make out of one strand of gemstones? And I used a really pretty faceted amethyst for it. And it was fun because we did a bunch of earrings, necklace, you could do a bracelet. So if you think of this one big strand, you're going to be making probably, well, depending on what you do, I mean, you could make a solid just bracelet, which would be beautiful. That would take maybe half the strand. You can make a necklace focal with maybe 3 of them. You can have little drop earrings using a couple of them, but you're going to be able to make a lot of different pieces of jewelry out of one strand. Okay, next up is one of my favorite is pyrite. I love making like steampunk jewelry and kind of like sepia tone, vintagey, aged items. So I love pyrite. So this is a really pretty faceted round pyrite in the 4 millimeter size. And I like the color pyrite gives off. It's just so different from any other gemstone. Okay, and then we have a tourmaline. So I hope this one I can capture on in the camera here. So there is some pink in here. There's some purple in here. There's even some like deep, I don't want to say ruby, because ruby of course is very red, but like a deep ruby purple color on this one, which is why I'm saying like I hope the camera can capture it okay, because it's really pretty. And this is tourmaline. And that one too, at the time of the show here, is under $10 a strand, which is a really good price for that. Okay, and then I have a turquoise crazy lace. So this is called turquoise green crazy lace calcite, 10 millimeters. So kind of a mouthful on that one, but a really pretty bead with a really pretty color. So that one I love. And then I've got my last one to show, which is a turquoise terra agate, and these are 20 millimeters by 30 millimeters, and they're ovals. And you get a whole big strand, but look at how pretty that is. Ooh, can we do a gemstone class, making jewelry? Yes, that is a great idea, guys. So what I will do is I will keep out probably like 4 or 5, maybe 6 of these strands, and then I can do a class on them. That is a wonderful idea. So we'll do some wire wrapping in that class for sure. I think we'll make some earrings. That would be fun. The prices will not change when the live stream is over. They are limited edition, so they might sell out. The reason I say at the time of this show the prices are a certain one is just because these are recorded shows and people can go back and rewatch. So if someone rewatches this live 3 years from now, or 3 months from now or whatever. You know, it's just, I can't guarantee that the price I'm saying right now is going to be the forever price, but they won't change right after the show. That's a great question. Yes, the gemstones, they are always so cold. Yeah, that's what these are. These are really nice and cold. All right, guys, and I have to do something because I did this when I was photographing them, and it just, I don't know, it was so yummy. I took some of these strands, and I'll show you because it was just, I thought it was just the prettiest thing. So those are the 40 strands I wanted to show you. But look what happens when you twist them. How beautiful are all of these guys? I was having so much fun. So these are all these beautiful gemstones. They're all there in that shopping bag. So, oh, hello. Okay, so if anyone's just joining us, I know we just had a couple people join us. We're just wrapping up our show and tell for these beautiful gemstone beads. They are all there in the shopping bag. You can rewatch this show. I try to go through each one. I pulled 40 strands. There are 400 that are part of our gemstone festival. These are all limited edition special buys. So like I said, I know some strands have very, very limited stock. Others have a bit more. So if you see something you like, make sure you add it to your cart and you cash out. Items are not reserved if they're just in your cart. So you definitely have to cash out if you want to secure it for yourself. But these are so, so pretty. You have to be hypnotized if you worked in a beach shop. I know, it's so pretty. They're just gorgeous. Okay, I am going to flip my camera up again to say goodbye, but this was really fun. And I love the idea of doing a gemstone class. I will definitely get that going probably within the next month. I'll try to do a gemstone class because that would be really fun. Okay. All right. Yay. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me. We have had the funnest lives the last couple weeks with Mr. Kitty. So again, go back and if you want to rewatch the Mr. Kitty show that we did last week, these are back in stock. They did sell out really, really fast after the last show. But thank you, Carrie and Callie and everybody, Santa Barbara Girl, Liz, Holly, Rena, Root. Thank you guys for joining. Have fun with these. Yeah, Holly, much better than seeing a photo. I 100% agree, especially if we're talking gemstones or something like that. I really think that we need to see them in person, twist them around, play with them. I think it helps a lot. So I'm glad you guys do as well. All right, that was really, really fun. I will see you guys next week. So next Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Have a great rest of the week until then. Don't forget, if you have something in your shopping cart, close it out. Make sure you cash out so that you can secure your gemstones. These are special buy limited editions. All right, guys. Oh, and then Susanna saying, can I get the Pink Crazy added to the order I just made? Michelle can definitely help you with that for sure. Mariana saying, I'm waiting on my Mr. Kitty bags. Yay, I can't wait. They are really fun. Oh my gosh, I could not keep my kids' hands out of those Mr. Kitty bags that I had open. They just were like, I want this and I want this. It was really cute. Debbie, until next week. Yes, we will see you next week. Suzanne, I want to make sure that Michelle sees your comments and can help you there because I know she can definitely help you add Pink Crazy or help take care of you. So I want to make sure you see that. And then Mr. Kitty's out for delivery. I know I always wrap up so fast and I don't get to read all the comments. So if there's questions, I'm trying to read them. Okay, Mr. Kitty's out for delivery. Carrie got her Mr. Kitty yesterday. Debbie, I love going through the Mr. Kitty bags. Yes, good. All right, and then, okay. And Suzanne, there we go. Michelle says, please email us at service@beadaholique.com and she'll be able to help you with that for sure. She is great. Oh, and Chris says, mine, Mr. Kitty, came today. Yay. All right, so what we have to do is we have to somehow have a show and tell for what we've all made with Mr. Kitty. I think that would be really fun. So somehow we're going to have to get your guys' photos and share what we're all making with Mr. Kitties. Okay, guys, I'm signing off. Have a great rest of your week and weekend, and I will see you next week. Bye, everyone.